Welcome to Simply Joy. I'm Kristen, and I am so glad you are here. It's Maker's Box Week, and I am so excited. This is such a great box, and I am so honored and blessed that Sonnet asked me to be a part of her creators who are going to be representing her box every month. It's my first affiliation partnership. I'm just in awe and I'm so excited. So thank you, Sonnet. This is her dream and she's allowing me to be a part of it. So let's see what is in this incredible box this month for August. Pretty it is. So she wraps it up so nicely, and then you open it, and you need to make sure to look at this card because this gives you the names of what is in here. It also gives you a QR code for her video. So don't lose this. So every month you get 2 exclusive papers that have been painted and designed by the painted photographer. Her name's Connie and she's fabulous. So let's look at them. So first up we have, aren't these pretty? I love that you get multiple sizes and it gives you options in creating. They're just so pretty. There's also two DIY colors. Check them out. How pretty are the colors this month? Do you see the pretty paint splatter in the rice paper? I just love it. And so to tie it into the book page to feel like it is more one, I'm going to splatter the little black dress and the old 57 on the entire cover. So I'm on the finishing touches of this cute little book stack, and I made the decision that I'm not going to use the tag because I think that someone could stand it up. Whoops, probably can't do this one-handed. And I still wrap some twine around it, but okay, so we are in the process of working with the rice paper, and I knew I wanted to do one with a vintage frame. So I love working with this, but let me show you the coolest thing. So it came with a mat, but look at it. It has dimension, so it sits farther back from the glass. I'm so excited for you to see how it turns out. Design 2. Who doesn't love a sunflower, especially for fall? had a crate full of all the supplies that I would need for the 7 projects, and oh, oops, you get 7. I let the cat out of the bag on that one. But yeah, this one was not supposed to be the large orange pumpkin with the sunflower, but I love it. I am so happy with how it turned out. Like, this sunflower and this pumpkin, they were meant to be. And I'm so glad I took the chance to cut it out. I was so nervous. I'm like, I hope this is the right decision. And I think it was. I added a little dark wax around the edges and on the sunflower. And oh yes, this one's a keeper. Well, a keeper for someone else, because it's gonna go in my booth. Next, we have milk paint. How cool is this? Wow, 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 wow. Like, how fun that you get to try out something, especially milk pink. It's new for me, so it's been an adventure, and thank you for the nudge to get out of my box. So I thought I would do an experiment just to see what milk paint looks like on white versus black, and then I did multiples so I can try different waxes on top to see what one I like the best. So check back to see how my experiment went. Did you like my experiment of seeing the different colors or the milk paint on top of black and white with the different waxes? My favorite was black with black wax. That one was my favorite, but I think it's because it's a darker color for milk paint. I think I would like a lighter color with the white and the white wax. Now, I do think that the dark wax looks nice. It just was not my favorite. So with that said, I did dark wax on the basket. Now, I forgot to put the clear wax on first. I was so excited after realizing what I wanted to do. And I reutilized the tag that was supposed to be on the book stack. So whenever you have something that doesn't work for another project, keep it, because it can work for something else. So this box also contains 2 exclusive papers by Royce from Roycycled Designs. Are you excited to see what she came up with? Oh my goodness. Have you ever tried her decoupage paper? I think I have it upside down. Let me try that again. Doesn't this give you a really fun vintage vibe? I'm really excited to play around with the second paper. I know. Are you excited? Yeah, how incredible is this one? Two colors from Fusion. Can you even see how pretty? Oh, wait until I use that. Oh, I think I'm excited. Can you tell? One of the things I like to do is add wax around the edges to give it more of an aged look. So far I've only added black, but I think I'm going to also add a dark wax. But instead of just leaving the edges and leaving the center untouched, I also add spots of wax here and there, so it gives an overall feel of age, not just on the edges. Now let's wipe it back. So the funny thing is, as soon as I saw the papers, I thought pumpkins. Like, I'm sure most people didn't, but I had to make the pumpkins, and I cannot wait for you to see how they turned out. And then every month, she likes to throw in something just special. You never know what you're going to get. And that are these keys. That's so appropriate for this box, and the color works with everything. This is my first time using Little Black Dress in all these projects, and it's been fun to add a new color to my inventory. I'm going to give this whole thing a coat of black, or Little Black Dress I should say. Even though I really do like the frame on this one, I might wet distress, but we'll see. But I have an idea. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be one of those that as the creativity flows will give the direction of the final piece. Can you see how pretty that wet distressing came out? Now the patience of letting it dry. how much do you love this piece? I knew that I wanted to do a collage, and in all honesty, I thought I was going to take more of a spookier pivot. And I'm not saying that this can't be, but this can be an all year round one. So it turned out so cool. Let's see if I can get closer so you can kind of look at it. So I am so happy. It was more than I thought in my head, which that always is super exciting when you have an idea and it comes out even better. And that's what happened with this one. I love the combination of the two papers. I love adding the keys and the vintage postcards. Yeah, it turned out so cool. And matter of fact, I have an extra project that I did. So I said 7 projects. Well, I really did 8 because I took a little piece of the decoupage paper and put them on blocks with keys. And yeah, they're so cute. They're so cute. Can't you see that it's just a little extra in a display? But with that said, always keep your extra little pieces. So I don't know if you noticed at the very beginning when I was making that little wood take for the book stack, I actually used a little piece of a clock that was from last month's box. And so keep it all. Keep it all. You just never know how you can use it. So you just saw a picture to remind you everything that came in the box, and you saw that 8 different projects, which equal 12 items, got me so far. So I thought it would be fun to actually show you what I still have left to show you how far this box can stretch. So let's start with the paint. Well, clearly, it almost looks like I didn't use any of it because I just did the tiny basket and the experiment. So as you can see, I can do a lot with the amount given. Next, let's look at our DIY paint. Now, I'm going to be honest, Little Black Dress is towards the end. Like, I did use a lot. So there is not as much in there. There's still some, but I painted a lot with it. So imagine that, like everything that you saw me paint with Little Black Dress, and I still have some left. That's impressive. Okay, Old 57, there's still quite a bit left. I did use it in this paint splatter and some accents, but overall, I didn't have to use as large of quantities. I don't want to tip it too much, but there's still quite a bit there. Okay, next up, let's talk about Fusion. So I am not going to pronounce them because I'm probably going to pronounce them wrong, but let's go with the first one, the darker color, which might be my favorite of the two and the reason that there's most gone. But I still think there's about half left in there, so I can still do a lot of projects. And then the lighter colored one, whoops, sorry, the seal is still on it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's at least 3/4 still full. So think about it. I did all those projects. I used all these colors throughout, and I still have a lot of paint. Okay, let's talk paper. So I only have one part of Connie's left, but as you can see, I can get a whole other project just from this. So I did the book stack and I did the frame. So yes, I can do that. Next, the one with the car, I think it was called Parked hang on. Let me look. Yes, parked. I have bits and pieces. So I have lots of little pieces. And again, keep them all. Saw how I used, you saw how I used the little blocks with the keys. But I still have a bit left. Like, I can make a ton more of those pumpkins from what is left here. So keep it all. And then with my signs everywhere, is that what it's called? Everywhere signs, other way around. You can see I have a little piece here. And then this one, you'll see I cut all over the place for the collage. But I would say I have over half still of this one. So if I got 12 projects and you saw what I have left, what can I still create? I probably could do another 12, if not more. So keep that in mind that this box has a lot of possibilities. You know, I think my favorite part of the box is that I maybe went to pick some of these and she's forcing me to be creative. She's pushing me outside of the box of what I'm normally drawn to. And look what I created. Like, those are some really cool pieces that I absolutely love, but I might not have been drawn to that stuff to start with. And I think that is my all-time favorite thing about this. Second, she's introducing me to products that I've never tried before and adding colors to my inventory. I absolutely love DIY paint, and I've slowly been building my inventory, but I hadn't tried Little Black Dress. And so to be able to have that now, it's so cool. And I love it so much, I'm gonna buy a big container. But yeah, I mean, whether this is a box for you or not, that's all up to you. You got to decide that. But what I would encourage you to do is come back no matter what every month when I'm doing this, so you can see how my creativity is stretched. How am I getting outside of my box? So I hope you'll stick around. Thank you so much for being here. Whether you were new or returning, I am just thrilled to pieces you are here. Whew, what a week it has been. Yeah, I had so much fun creating with the Maker's Box and having my creativity stretched and pushing me outside of my box. It's really good. It's really good to stretch your creativity, because sometimes we can get stuck in a rut and like stick to our palette. You know, I like my palette. I like my certain things, like, oh man, vintage, cute. Yeah, I'm drawn to that. Something really funny, confession time. I absolutely love stickers. I had a sticker collection growing up, and I have an obsession over food with eyes and faces. Like, my husband thinks it's so funny that every time I see stickers of food with little faces, I'm just like, oh, they're so cute. I don't have any practical reason to get them, but I'm just drawn to it. So I think we all have those things that we are drawn to, and this so this is my third box with Sonnet. We got to do the original launch with her, and then I got last month's, and I've been doing Facebook Lives and promoting it that way, and it's been such a fun journey. First of all, thank you, Sonnet, for pushing me outside of my box, but just see these exclusive papers, these beautiful papers that Connie and Royce come up with, the colors that coordinate, but yet they all have their own personality. You can create things that go together, as you saw I did, but you can do standalone pieces, and it goes so far. But wow, I'm still trying to pick a favorite. Do you have a favorite? I don't know. So I guess what I'm trying to encourage you is to do something or pick something that stretches you. Go and choose something you normally wouldn't, pick a color you normally wouldn't, and allow your creativity to stretch, because you know what it's going to do? It's going to stretch your current palette. It's going to help you branch out and find something else. And you know what? You might love it. You might love that color. You might realize, you know what? I really like the look of vintage cars and vintage signs. Or maybe you're going to be like, not for me. And that's okay too. I think that's part of the adventure, to find out what you love and what it's not for you. But you never know until you try. So give it a try. Go try something that you haven't done before and stretch that creativity. Until next week. 2 more things, friends. 1, there's a playlist of other creators who use this box, and I cannot wait to see what they came up with. We've all kept it a secret, and so now I get to go and see what everyone else created. 2, next Friday's video is going to be all about Connie's paper, because now I'm a retailer, so I gotta give her a shout out. I gotta show off her stunning rice papers. So yes, that is what I needed to make sure I shared with you. So now let's try this again. I'll see you next week.